Hello and welcome back to the lounge. Today is Friday, June 29th, and this is Friday's Favorites. All right, so before we get started with the cigar that we have here in front of us today, I want to send a huge thank you to Cigar Zona. They made this ashtray for us. Really nice ashtray sent over to us, handmade over in the Dominican Republic. Cigar Zona, you can follow them on Instagram. And then as for the cigar, we actually were able to get our hands on a box of the Don Carlos Eye of the Shark, which is Cigar of the Year for 2017, and last week we did the Don Carlos, the normal one, and it's the same blend or so I've heard. All right, so in terms of sight, it's like a light brownish color. Looks like really, honestly, sight is a little bit underwhelming. I expected the cigar to be a lot bigger. Kind of like the Don. It's basically a box press Don Carlos. That's what it looks like. It's a little bit shorter as well. Label, same as the Don Carlos, even says Reserva Don Carlos. I think this was just like an anniversary edition that they made for Carlitos, which is one of the owners of the company. Sight, light brown, resembling like peanuts or some form of nut fiber. Wheat bread, dark wheat bread. All right, so in terms of smell, very sweet, a lot of sweetness to the nose. Getting like chocolate and like very sweet chocolate mixed in with maybe raspberries as well. Flowers. I'm getting like flowers, chocolate, and berries. Very colorful, but at the same time very nice and dark, the smell that I'm grabbing from it. The outside smells a little bit like sweat, not in a bad way. But yeah, the inside, just a bunch of colors, a bunch of flavor. I'm getting like berries, flowers, and chocolate from the filler. Very good smell. Sight, I mean, like the box press is nice. It looks dope, but I mean, I am a fan of box press. I think they all give you better draw. In my experience, that's what I've noticed. But yeah, smell like a nutty, colorful chocolate, like raspberries. Specifically, raspberries is what I was picturing, and maybe like a slight hint of cedar as well. Now it's time for taste. Initially, the taste was not very pleasant, but now it's starting to like really heat up, get the flavors out. Getting initially a lot of nut, so I didn't really smell nut in the scent part of the examination, but now drawing and really burning the tobacco, getting lots of nut, lots and lots of nut, which I don't remember if I got in the Don Carlos. So maybe the box press is bringing out different flavors from the blend. Cedar as well. The cedar that I smelled there is now very present. So initially the cigar is not burning evenly, just like the Don Carlos originally did back last week. It's starting to fix itself. I went ahead and smoked it a little bit longer just to really draw out the flavors thanks to the heat that's provided because of the flame. Getting lots of nut. The cedar, the sweetness is kind of still there. I'm trying to see if it'll come out a little bit later, but I'm enjoying the smoke. I'm enjoying the smoke so far. Sweetness does come out on the very top layer of my mouth. It's like a syrupy, like strawberry jam, blueberry jam on the very top layer of my mouth. Overall, just very cedary, woody foliage, nutty, very nutty. Nut is very present, and then of course the berryness that you get from it. Construction is fixing itself. It is burning now at an even pace, so very big props to that. The Don Carlos was never, from last week, was never able to get to this point to fix itself. It burned unevenly all the way throughout the entire stick. So Eye of the Shark doing a magnificent job of fixing itself after the uneven start. So overall, taste-wise, smooth just like the Don Carlos, more or less the same taste. Cedary, woody, a little bit of nut, berries. So overall, very, very similar to the Don Carlos Reserve that we did last week on the show, which you would expect since it is part of the same family of cigars. This one does, in my opinion, beat the Don Carlos just because of the construction that I'm witnessing right now. It started very unevenly, just as the Don Carlos did. I didn't want to have any prejudices going into this review, but this one did fix itself very nicely. You know, nice enough, nicer than the Don Carlos, and that's just something that I'm going to keep in mind when I rate this in a couple minutes, couple seconds. So cedary, woody, nutty, berry, nice, very nice flavor. However, this one was a little bit underwhelming in my opinion. To each their own. Everyone has their own opinion, their own flavor profile, their own palates. So I could see how this one would definitely win number one. I love the Don Carlos Reserve, one of my favorite, family of cigars that there are, period, ever. Either way, I think I'm ready to rate it. The Eye of the Shark, Cigar Aficionado's #1 cigar of the year for 2017. Tried here on the lounge on Friday, June 29th, gives us a grand total score of an 8.6. 8.6. Don Carlos Reserve last week got an 8.3. The only thing that saved this from not getting the same exact score as the Don Carlos last week was that the construction was fixed. If it did not have better construction than the Don Carlos, which people want to tell me, oh, it has good construction, this has good. The Don Carlos burnt, not only did it burn unevenly, but the backside cracked on me and then it started to fall apart. The Don Carlos, very, very, very good blend of cigars or tobacco. The flavor-wise, I think, is the strength of this family. Construction and sight, very underwhelming, but smell and taste are really what puts these at another level. So an 8.6 from the lounge. The high score before was an 8.6. So the Eye of the Shark tied Flor de las Antillas for the best cigar by itself, individually, that we have smoked on the lounge. And so after trying the Eye of the Shark, that pretty much does it for me, Javier Cobas, here on the lounge. If you like what we had to say and you want to see more, just go ahead and follow us. We're on IGTV. You're probably watching this there. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And if you're listening to this on the podcast station, please go ahead and favorite our station. Thanks to all the support from you guys. And that about does it for me. My name's Javier Cobas, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for Social Saturdays #9.